Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today is Saturday, April the 1st, 2023. April Fools. By the way, does anybody really still celebrate April Fools? Jokes, pranks? It's great to be back online with you guys. Thank you for joining us for another special edition of Team Dovetail Live. We are going to have a couple special guests today. But before we bring them in, a couple of things I need to get to. Also, I'm going to open up the chat. So let me say hi to some people. Hi, Sandra. Good morning, depending on where you're at. 6-hour time difference between here and our Irish teammates. So first order of business, I want to say good luck to all of our Team USA teammates and our Ireland teammates that are competing over in Guatemala City. There is a picture there that we have Erica Mania there, Team Dovetail, there with her teammates, Jake Bredenbeck, Michelle Key, and Sam Bredenbeck. Also, Team Dovetail, there's our guys right there, Lalo Portillo, Andre Padilla. They'll also be playing in the Pan American Racquetball Championships. And Andres Acuna there with his teammates. There's Marty Cruz. Let's see. Oh, not that one. There we go. All right. So good luck. That event is going on right now. The Pan American Championships. I didn't have a picture of Maria Renee Rodriguez, but we've got Lalo, Andreas, Andre, Maria Renee, and Erica Mania. So very cool that we represent, Mexico, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and, of course, Team USA. So go Team Dovetail, go Team USA. Also, the NMRA National Masters Championships concluded. I think today it's over. So congratulations to all those people that played in it in St. Louis. I think that tournament started on Wednesday and went all the way to Saturday. So everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love the Veta Sports Concord in St. Louis. I know Sudsy and Mark Frank played in that. I saw Keith Miner's name on the list. So looked like a good time. Oh, another important order of business. We are hosting a free youth clinic at the DPJCC Racquetball Tournament Thursday, April the 13th, 4 p.m. at the David Posnack Jewish Community Center, led by our Team Dovetail player, Maria Renee Rodriguez. It is free for ages 8 and up, and all equipment will be provided. So thank you to the LPRT, ProKennex, Racquetball, and, of course, Maria Renee Rodriguez. Spread the word and tell everyone you know that has kids or youth in the Davie, Florida area. So, one more quick thing. In honor of our special guests, we have a limited supply of the Irish Open 40th Irish Open tournament shirt. So you might see that little graphic appear from time to time. So go to teamdovetail.com, check that out, get you a shirt. I think one of our guests may have that on today. All right, let's get to it. Let's bring in our guest today. I've been looking forward to this episode for a while. They're the pride and joy of Ireland racquetball. Two big ballers. They are a member of Team Dovetail. They're tournament players. They're highly ranked in their skill divisions. We're going to be visiting them this May for the 40th annual Irish Open, all the way from Ireland. Let's welcome Noel and Chris. Guys.
Hi, Leo.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Leo. How's it going?
I was going to almost say good morning, but I forgot that I should say good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hey guys, thanks for joining us and coming on today. Hopefully we'll be able to chat about a lot of racquetball stuff. And let's wait for some people to get into the chat. Noel, what's going on with you? How have you been? I haven't seen you since what, 2018 US Open?
Yeah, 2018. Yeah, that was the last US Open I played in. Yeah, everything's going good. Unfortunately, I'm out at the moment. I'm just after having some knee surgery done. So I'm just recovering at the moment. So probably will be okay for the Irish Open, but I don't know yet.
When was your last tournament? Was what, the All Ireland?
Yeah, the All Irelands, yeah, the Nationals.
Yeah, you won that.
I won that, yeah, yeah.
Is that why you didn't play in the Castle Bar?
Yeah, I had the knee surgery a week after our Nationals.
Yeah, yeah. See, I keep up. I try.
Yeah.
I noticed that. Chris, what about you? What's going on with you, man? How have you been? Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, keeping good as well. Just training away. Keeping moving, as they say.
Uh-oh, I'm getting a call from Mike. Mike, are you there?
Yeah.
What's happening?
What are you doing?
I'm sitting here live online talking to Noel and Chris.
Oh, I thought that started. I didn't realize it started right now.
Yep. We'll chat with you in a few. All right. Only guy I'll answer the phone for during the live stream. All right. Noel, how's the rehab coming along? Good?
It's going good, yeah. Yeah, I'm up walking around now, nearly back to normal. It still feels a little bit weak. So hopefully by the time the Irish Open comes, it should be okay, I hope. If not, probably won't play until the start of next season, which will be in September or October.
Yeah. Well, let's get right into it. We got a bunch of questions that we want to ask you guys. Obviously, geographically, I guess, Team Dovetail kind of started within the U.S. and then it's just kind of grown country-wise, I guess you could call it. But, now we added 2 team members from Ireland. So, everybody kind of knows, Rocky and Lalo and Andreas and the top pros. But Team Dovetail, we're trying to expand our reach, and so we figured this would be a great time to let some of the people out there that aren't from Ireland know a little bit about more of you guys. So let's start with some questions here. Chris, I'll start with you. Tell us about your first game of racquetball that you ever played in your first tournament. Do you remember when that was?
Yeah, so I probably started around the age of like 8 or 9, and one of my first tournaments would have been like under 14, in Fermoy, so that my hometown. So I pretty much competed since under 14, really.
No, same question for you. Do you remember your first game of racquetball in your first tournament?
Yeah, my first game of racquetball, I actually got introduced to it from school. I used to play a lot of other sports, typical Irish young fella. I used to play hurling, soccer, football. But once I started playing racquetball, all of them went out the window and I just started concentrating on racquetball. Obviously, my first tournament, it's gone back a long time now. I would, as Chris said there, it would have been underage competition, under 14s, under 16s. So, and it just kind of developed from there.
Yeah. What about your proudest moments as a player, Chris?
Oh, so making the Irish team back in 2005 would probably be one of my most proudest moments, and being able to travel to Mexico to represent Ireland as a junior under 18. So making an Irish team is a very proud part of any sport, really. And it felt good to be able to carry the national flag and represent the country as best as we could.
You guys do the same thing like we do over here. You have like a qualifier. We have a tournament that you have to play in and qualify to make the team. Yeah. Where do you guys, is that like Irish qualifying, or what is like the tournament? What is it called, or where do you guys do it?
So we'd have a selection panel, really. They'd pick a bunch of people and they'd all compete over the year, and it would be done on kind of skill based and how you progress in tournaments. And
so it's not just one tournament?
No, it'd be over a multiple of tournaments.
Yeah. See, that's how we do it over here. I'm sure you know that, Noel. We have the national qualifier. It's one tournament, it's one weekend. You have to play the best tournament of your life. So that's interesting.
Yeah, we used to have something like that before when I was playing underage and going for the Irish team as well. We used to have like a trials weekend where it would be, you'd have the top maybe 10 or 12 on your current ranking list, and you'd go for trials. But the only problem I found with that was sometimes you're not going to send out your strongest team, because Chris knows and I know you could have a bad weekend and just play bad, and then there's the number 1 or the number 2 or 3, and they've been beaten by the 7th or 8th seed, and then there's your spot on the team gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I knew some of the other countries did selection type, formulas for their national team selection, but I think most of them, they do the one tournament. So like you say, you have one bad weekend and that's it.
That's it. You're done.
Yeah. Well, that goes right into the next question that we have. Noel, I'll start with you. What does training and a practice schedule look like for you? I mean, maybe it has changed over time, but what could it be typically?
Well, going back to when I started playing first and when I really just loved the game, I was playing racquetball maybe 5 or 6 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
Now, obviously over time, that has obviously changed. I find now at the age I'm at now at the moment, I go and I play a tournament, but the body is taking a little bit longer now to recover. So usually after a tournament, I give it maybe 2 or 3 days of a break and then go back training again, maybe 2 or 3 days a week after that.
Mm-hmm. Chris, what about you? What does a training or a practice schedule look like for you?
Yeah, so I train racquetball maybe 3 days of the week, and then try fit in something maybe two other days, be it gym work or cardio. But same thing, as I'm getting older, it's getting slower to recover, and you end up taking a week off after a competition just to let the body fully recover. And the competitions are quite close together here in Ireland, where they might be like 3 weeks apart. So you have another week of training and you're straight back into competition weekend again. So
let's take a question from the chat. MC Vegas. Hi, Mike. Mike says, do they have any outdoor courts? And do you play much? Noel?
No, very, very few. There is some outdoor courts around where I live, but no one plays anything in them really. Like there's a college here that's just down the road from me, and I think they might have 3 or 4 outdoor courts, but really they just use them for the school for hurling, or like they don't play racquetball or anything on them.
Handball?
A small bit of handball.
Yeah. Chris, what about you?
Yeah, so like I'm from the same area as Noel, so same thing. There's a couple of outdoor courts very near us. Yeah, and they're definitely just used for mainly hurling and Irish sport hurling and handball mainly. But
No interest? Any interest?
It'd be interesting to get a bit of racquetball out there, all right?
Yeah. Noel, you've never been interested in going over there and hitting, or just hitting any outdoor?
I did a few times, but the problem is they're on like a college site, like a campus site that you'd have over there, and sometimes it's very hard to get in there, or you go over and you say, look, we want to try and introduce outdoor racquetball, but they don't want to know it, because I think it's the fact that it's because it's on like a campus site.
Yeah.
That everything now over here, as you may know yourself in the States, insurance is everything now, and you have to have the right insurance. If anything happens, you're in deep trouble,
Yeah. Chris, who's helped you or influenced you in your racquetball game?
So going back to a junior, my 2 coaches would have been El McGibney and Liam Hughes. They would have been hugely influential throughout the development from a junior into a senior. Mm-hmm. And like obviously you have the likes of Kane, who is just like obviously a superstar in racquetball, where obviously I idolize him, and like to today, Andre Perella would be kind of one of my most favorite people to watch, just due to like his drive and his determination is just on point. And obviously being a Team Dovetail member, he's cool, like,
Yeah. Noel, what about you? Who's influenced you or helped you in your racquetball game?
Well, there's been a lot of people really. When I started playing first in the courts here in Fermoy, where I live, we had a few of the ladies who used to coach us on a Saturday afternoon, Vera Noonan, Vera Santry, Kathleen Grumbridge, and they brought us from, say, very, very just getting used to hit the ball up to a certain standard. And then after that, we kind of went on a more advanced training schedule, and we had a lady by the name of Marie Dignan and Philip Dignan, who were over the senior team at the time. So they used to go around to the clubs around Ireland to give coaching clinics and whatever. And I remember one time, this was when I was only 16 or 15. They brought the number 1 and the number 2 to my club here in Fermoy. That was Jimmy Gannon, who you probably know of, and Anthony Butler, to give an exhibition match. And I just sat there and they were playing for like 2 hours, and I was just like, my jaw was hitting the ground. And you know what? I came home after that and I said to the mother, I said, "Ma'am, you should have seen these people play. They were unbelievable." I said, "I want to be as good as them." And then it kind of went from there, and that's where my training came in. I was playing 5-6 hours a day. I could go into a court and play 1 hour just on one shot alone. And that's probably how I became so good, was just by watching these guys play. But it's a different ball game now when you have the likes of Rocky, Kane. It's totally different.
I agree. I definitely agree. Different eras, different time, different equipment.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's discuss the Ireland visit. I've been waiting to get to this. In fact, Noel, just for you, it is 23 Celsius here in Austin right now.
Lovely.
Nice.
I think it's about 11 here at the moment.
Yeah, about that.
I have no idea what the Fahrenheit is, so I'm going to guess it's about 69, 60, 70.
Nice.
Fahrenheit. Ireland visit coming up in May. This is for the team Dovetail and for me, who's never been to Ireland. Chris, I'll start with you. What can you tell us to look forward to in our visit?
Like the Arklow Irish Open is such a great tournament in any manner. It's the buzz that goes around that weekend, and everyone's just on a happy note, and it is just a really exhilarating competition. It's an Irish Open, and Arklow's are like a really really nice location to be having it in as well. So. And it's going to be amazing with all these players coming over and being able to see the skill attributes that they have.
Anybody on this graphic here that you're looking forward to seeing to play the most?
Andre, obviously.
Andre, yeah,
and all of them. And Cole, he's such a young fella, and he's such a baller too. So very looking forward to it.
No, Chris took care of the racquetball part. I want to know about the food, the drinking, the fun stuff.
Well, for starters, there's going to be no food. It's just constant drink for the weekend, okay?
Eating's cheating, as they say.
Yeah, drink and Panadol and paracetamol, and then more drink again.
Cider, right?
Cider, yeah. I know. I'm really looking forward to the trip. A lot of Irish people would never have seen the likes of Andre, Marie Renee, Andres Acuna, and Lado play before. So it's going to be a different. It's a different type of game, but they're used to seeing me or Chris or Johnny or from year in to year out. They're not used to seeing people like this, and I think there will be a lot of people there who play, we'll say, recreational racquetball, but they're going to go to see these guys. And I've been talking to a lot of people, and they mightn't pick up a racket from one end of the week to the other, but they're going to see these guys, because they're probably sick of seeing us all the time.
For sure.
Well, I hope you guys are ready for us. We're coming down there. I was also asked to go, so I'll be making my trip down there. We're going to document everything. We've got big plans. We want to not only compete, but we're also going in there to give back. We're going to be doing clinics for youth, for adults. The best part about our team is, and Noel, I'm sure you've been around the guys long enough, and the girls, very approachable, So you're right. This is going to be a great opportunity to learn from the best in the world. I mean, everything. I always tell people, you can even ask them what they have for breakfast, or how they train, or what do they string their rackets at, or how often do they train, or hey, if you're free, I'm playing right here on court 1. Maybe you could watch 1 minute of my match and help me. I mean, we are going to be there to help, support, promote, and do everything we can for Team Ireland. I'm super excited. I can't wait. Noel, I know there's been some other players that have made the trip over there. Some guys have talked about it in the past. Who are some of those players?
Who have come to Ireland, is it?
Yeah. I didn't remember Brian Fredenberg. Didn't he go there?
Oh, that's right. Brian Fredenberg was there one year, yeah. Oh, a hard hitter.
Yeah.
We've had a few guys from Venezuela as well.
Yeah.
Some of the Europeans will come over as well, from Germany, Italy, France, which I think are coming this year as well. But we've had an American guy one year, I think Shane Wood was his name, back a long time ago.
Yeah, Shane Wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big baller.
I actually think the weekend that he was over playing, I think he engaged to he proposed to his girlfriend as well that weekend over here.
Oh,
so but that's gone back a long time.
Wow. I don't think I'll be doing that at the Irish Open.
But as you said there, Leo, like with the racquetball, I think it's the only sport in the world where you can actually walk up and talk to Rocky, talk to Andre, talk to Kane. You don't get that in every sport. It's the only sport that I know of that you can do that. And and they'll always talk to you. They'll never say, "Look, I'm too busy," or this or that. You know what? That's the best thing. That's the best thing I like about racquetball is you can approach all the pros. As far as they're concerned, I know they do this for a living, but they're the same as me. They're the same as Chris. They'll talk to you. Any questions, they'll answer.
Yeah. Try going to a PGA tournament and talking to
impossible.
Jordan Spieth or Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Chris, what else? What about the weather in May? What do you think the weather's going to be like?
Weather should be good here in May. You would hope anyway. You would hope it'd be good. Obviously Ireland, it rains a lot, but May is usually a good month, and it's a bank holiday weekend sort of normally, so it's usually a good weekend weather-wise, hopefully.
But just pack the wet gear just in case.
Just in case. You're guaranteed to get one rain shower anyway.
I think Leo is the only country in the world that you can have the 4 seasons in one day.
You haven't been to Texas yet?
No.
Have you?
No.
Yeah.
No, neither have I.
No. Have you been to the US, Chris?
Yeah, I've been to New York.
Okay.
So that's the only place in the US I've traveled to.
Noel, what about you? I know you obviously
just to Minneapolis, and where else have I played? Arizona. One year I went there for the Worlds, 96.
Who is Andy JF? No.
Might be my sister's husband in England, Andy. Maybe, I don't know.
Sisters, husbands, neighbors, friends,
uncle, nephew.
Yeah, Kristen Kinkin in the chat. Mike's wife says she is super excited for Ireland.
Yeah, buzzing.
I know it should be a great experience. Yeah, not only for Team Dovetail members, but for ourselves as well. We're not used to see racquetball being played at that level.
What about thinking of Kristen? What about some places to eat, shop, sightsee? Zip line?
Well, I'd say in Arklow that you do have a shopping centre where you can go get food or whatever. But for sightseeing, there is a bit of sightseeing around Arklow. You have the meeting of the waters. You have the Avoca and all that. But I'd say for really sightseeing is probably Dublin, which is only 40 minutes away.
Yeah. All right. Ireland Juniors. That was a topic that we wanted to discuss in the future of Ireland racquetball. I know lately I've been seeing you guys just had a junior tournament in February. Chris, from your eyes, what do you see happening with junior racquetball in Ireland right now?
So junior racquetball is doing very well in Ireland at the moment. Like the Irish Racquetball Association is putting a lot of efforts, like to go back to grassroots, organizing like local tournaments and like giving funding for these local tournaments as well. So the association's like really focusing on bringing juniors and women into the sport and just trying to make it recognized in its best manner as we can, like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw the Irish Junior Open pictures, Noel. It looked like, lots of kids, even the name, the Irish Junior Open. How do you see junior racquetball in Ireland?
As Chris said, like junior racquetball is booming at the moment. The only problem I see with it at the moment is you have a lot of really good juniors, but I suppose it's like any sport. They're playing other sports as well, and it's to try and keep them playing racquetball. Like a lot of them now would be playing football or hurling, which is traditional Irish sports, and it's trying to keep them at the racquetball. And I think when they get to a certain age as well, they tend to veer off a bit from racquetball, I probably the same in any sport. It's just to try and keep them playing. And I think, as Chris said, we have a great junior program going, great funding from our own association for normal tournaments to get, not only to get kids keep playing, but also there's a big push at the moment over here to get women back playing racquetball. A lot of, like, I remember when I was growing up, like women's competitions would, some of them would be bigger actually than the men's competition. But over the years, they start to dwindle a little bit. So there is a big push, not only on the juniors, but also to try and get more women back playing racquetball again, or new people to come in and play.
Yeah, I think we're doing the same thing. I think some of our issues though is our juniors, they get really good, but they don't play junior racquetball anymore. They start excelling, and then they come out of juniors, and then next thing you know, they're playing, the higher skill divisions. So, hopefully there's a good balance in there somewhere. But a place here in St. Louis, Missouri, they have a high school tournament, and they can get 400 kids to play in a high school tournament, but there's not a high level of players in that pool.
Right.
If you can believe that. I mean, it's like there might be one or two out of that whole group. So it's coming through. But at the current moment, I think just a lot of our, once our juniors get really good, they quit playing juniors because the kids can't play with them anymore. And then they go and they play, A's, elite, open.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I see that here as well with a lot of our juniors. Like they go through the grades all the way up to open, which is our top grade. And like there is a few of them there who are very good, talented players, but I don't know if for some reason they walk up through the grades fine, but then they get to open and it just seems to go pear-shaped for them,
And sometimes they move up too fast.
Yeah.
You need to experience winning, playing on Sunday.
Yeah. Like I moved up the grades very fast when I started playing juniors. Like I went to one tournament one weekend, and I started off as a D player, and I ended up after that weekend being an open player. And like I did have a lot of people come up to me and they were saying, look, now you're an open player, you're only 16 or 17 years of age, and I was so used, to winning like a lot of the junior and underage competitions, and they said to me, oh, now you're not going to win anything for, it could be a year or two before you win anything. And I said, look, if it is, it is. But I think that's just a kind of a chance you have to take as well.
Yeah.
If you're good enough to be up there, you should be good enough to compete. But I think a lot of the juniors now, especially when they're 17, 18 or 19, and they're playing in the open and they're seeing, oh, I'm playing Noel O'Callaghan. Oh, sure, what chance do I have?
Yeah.
Now, not only should they be beating me at that age because they've 30 years on me or whatever, they should be kicking my ass, But I think mentally, physically they have it, but mentally they don't. And maybe that's another side of racquetball that needs a bit more kind of, I don't know, how can you train the mind to do that or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not at that age. At a young age. Chris, what do you think about your teammate, Maria Renee Rodriguez? Hi, Maria Renee. Good luck this week in Guatemala.
Yeah, I just wish her the best of luck. And I completely agree with our comment that the strategy of getting women into the sport is a big focus, especially in Ireland. Like locally, we have about 14 women playing, which is huge for our small little town. And the ladies come down every Wednesday night and they love it. They absolutely love just hitting the ball, having fun. It's a bit of fun for them, and they have a WhatsApp group and they all chat, and it's enjoyable, like, you know. And that's the main thing with racquetball. As long as you're enjoying it, you're going to come back.
You think that's part of what Maria Renee's question is, you know, the strategy for getting more women is to get them to be more of a group with themselves?
Yeah, and enjoy it. Having it in a manner that they're having fun. You know.
What do you think you could do to get women to come together? I mean, let's just put you in charge of women's racquetball. I mean, what are you thinking? You know, like you said, is it more social? I mean, where's the competitive? I mean, what do you think you could do what are some of your ideas?
Yeah, I get you. So like locally, if I was just talking about the ladies, and for my, they progressed at such a rate that they want to be competitive. Like there's a few of them now that are playing competitions and are doing very well in competitions, and they're turning up, they're getting game time. And once you get that game time, it gives you that confidence to come back. And like, there's women down there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and every other day of the week, just hitting the ball, trying to get better, you know? And I think it comes a lot down to that. And obviously, I believe that a huge part of it is just to have fun. And if it's fun, as I said, they're going to come back.
Yeah. Noel, same thing. Same question for you. What do you know, Maria Renee asks, you know, what kind of strategy or what could be a plan to get more women to play racquetball? I know it's always kind of been, you know, a challenge.
Yeah, as Chris says, like as Chris said, they're coming down every Wednesday evening for 2 hours or 2.5 hours. You know, they're having a bit of a laugh. They're getting in their games. They're getting the sweat on and whatever. And I think a lot of women too coming back to play racquetball. Not only do they like the competitiveness of it, but they also like the social side of it.
Yeah.
You know, and I see a lot of some of the women there when they finish playing their racquetball on a Wednesday night, 2 hours. They say, "Right, lads, come on, we're going to the pub for a drink. Who wants to come with us?" You know, and it's probably something for the women to look forward to. There, oh, great, it's Wednesday night. Yeah. I'm going to play racquetball, and then I know we're going out for have a sociable 1 or 2 drinks after it, and it gives them something to look forward to as well, for not only the racquetball but the social side of it.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you gotta have some champions, some people that lead it. Who are some of those women around there that are kind of like getting it going?
Well, my wife is back playing again. She hasn't played in over 15 years since we've had our first son. Like, she's an open player. Like, so she's back playing now again, and she's really enjoying it. I hope anyway. And like there is a lot of the other women here who would be like novice grade or D grade, you know. But they don't mind going in playing or like or anything. You know, they'll go in, they'll have a bit of fun, and you know.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? Any women who are the women in your area that kind of lead that charge or kind of round them up?
So yeah, like not from my area, but Tony Neary is Ireland's women's officer, and she's doing a terrific job, like going around from club to club. Like, she's from Arklow, which is about 2.5 hours from where we're from. And she out of her free time, she came down one evening just to give the ladies woman-on-woman coaching, because sometimes it might be hard for a man to explain in certain ways, and it's just more comparable in my opinion. Like, and that night that Tony came down, she gave him 2.5 hours of coaching, of lessons, and she travels all around the country, obviously trying to promote women's sport, being the woman's officer, and she's doing a great job. And then like you obviously have like the Magella Havity is an open Irish player as well, she's doing terrific work up in her part of the world, which is Castlebar, and Katie Kenny. They're all participating in a manner to get the sport in a place it needs to be, really.
Noel, what does the rest of 2023 look like for you for your racquetball plans?
Well, as I said at the start of the show there, I'm recovering from knee surgery at the moment. So we have two more tournaments left in the season. We have the Kilkenny Open, which is on in, I think it's 3 weeks' time.
Yeah.
And then we have the Irish Open, which is on in May. So I'm definitely going to miss Kilkenny. I'm hoping to be back for the Irish Open. If not, I just have to work on the knee, straightening up the knee and stuff over the summer, and come back stronger than ever in September or October.
Chris, what about you? What does the rest of 2023 look like for you?
So yeah, I have Kilkenny in 3 weeks, which is the Kilkenny Open. And then obviously we have the Irish Open in May. And then in September, I've made the Irish team for this year. So the European is going to be held in Germany this year. So really looking forward to that. And obviously with our last competition in Ireland being in May, it gives you that extra few months to get the extra bit of training in.
All right. Let's get to the fun stuff. Because Noel looks like he's ready to rock. All right. So what we're going to do is I have a bunch of questions. I'll try to ask the good ones. It's called This or That. I'm going to give you 2 options. You can pick one and you feel free to expand on it if you want. All right. Are you ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Dogs or cats? No.
Dogs.
Dogs.
I've always grown up with dogs, so I'd say dogs.
Yeah. No, Chris?
Yeah, same, dogs all day long.
Yeah, me too, man. Dogs for sure. Wait a minute. It's not about me. It's about you guys. All right. Fruits or vegetables?
Vegetables.
Fruits.
Irish coffee or Irish tea?
Tea.
Coffee.
Come on, Chris. I know you would have disappointed me if you would have said tea.
No, coffee all day long.
Cook or do the dishes?
Do the dishes.
Do the dishes as well.
Unless you can go into a microwave, I'm no good.
Call or text?
Text.
Yeah, text as well.
Easy enough. Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup sandwiches.
Oh my! I'm not even gonna ask, Chris. Oh my gosh. Drama or comedy?
Comedy.
Yeah, comedy as well.
A business suit or a sweatpants outfit?
Oh, sweatpants.
Yeah, all day long.
Sweatpants, Chris?
Yeah, for sure. It's my go-to.
Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but I'm going to give it a shot. Cold cannon or fried cabbage?
Cold what?
Cold cannon? Cold
What's
cannon?
that?
Cold cannon.
Cold cannon. It's a dish.
Never even heard of it.
Neither have I.
So I'm going to go for the second one.
Apple cake or Irish soda bread?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which one?
Irish soda bread.
Yeah, soda bread.
Irish beer or Irish whiskey?
Beer. I'm not a whiskey drinker.
I'm a whiskey man. A bit of red breast now or something. Nice bit of Jameson.
Here we go. Pets or kids?
Pets.
I'll go for pets too, thanks.
No, you're going to get beat up after this live stream by your kids.
I know.
Push-ups or sit-ups?
Wow. That's a hard one.
Wow.
Sit-ups. Sit-ups.
Yeah, I'd be sit-ups as well.
Wow, maybe you need to work on your push-ups, Noel. Spoon or a fork?
Spoon.
Fork.
Chris is trying to imagine what he's got to eat with it.
Yeah.
Riches or happiness?
Happiness.
Happiness all day long.
Letters or numbers?
Numbers.
Neither.
I don't know what that means. Favorite color?
Blue.
Pink.
Oh, there you go. Only real men wear pink, right? Singles or doubles?
Singles.
Yeah, singles as well.
Men's doubles or mixed doubles?
Mixed.
Yeah, I'd be mixed too. It's my greatest achievement was winning second in mixed doubles.
I love mixed.
Yeah.
An ace winner or a rally winner?
Oh, rally winner.
Of course.
No, I'd be an ace winner all day long. Get in, get out.
Pizza or burgers?
Burgers.
Yeah, burger.
Lunch or dinner?
Both.
At the same time.
Oh man, that was fun. All right. Before we bring in our next guest, Noel, I'll start with you. Is there anybody that you would want to thank or say hello to?
Yeah, I suppose the person or the two people that I wish I thank the most are my mom and dad. You know, they brought me all over Ireland when I was younger playing racquetball. You know, and they're always there to support me. Also, my wife and kids, you know, who were there to support me all the time as well, regardless of what I do. Like to thank my sponsors, eForce and now Team Dovetail, for their continuous support over the years. As I said there earlier on, like to be a part of Team Dovetail there, you know, with such a great team of players and such great people. You know, I'm privileged that Mike and Team Dovetail considered me, you know, to be part of the team. So yeah, they're mostly the people I'd like to thank.
Yeah, well said, Noel. Thank you. And Chris, what about you? Anybody you would like to thank or say hello to?
Yeah, so I same as I definitely would want to thank my family, just supporting me throughout my whole racquetball career. And as the same, they brought me all around the country, wherever I needed to go, whenever I needed new gear, it was always there. I'd like to thank my fiance. She travels to every competition with me at the moment, and she's not really a racquetball player, so she has to sit through it all weekend and persevere with it. And as well, I just like to thank my sponsors, Gearbox and yourselves, Team Dovetail, for just helping me in every manner that you do. It's much appreciated, and it's a pleasure to be such a part of such a great team. And that's what it is. It's a team, and that the stronger together is facts.
Well said. Well said. Thank you, Chris. All right. So before we end the show, I figured we would go ahead and bring in our next guest. We can all chat for a couple minutes before we end the show. And let's bring in our founder, Mike Kinkin. Mike.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey,
Hi, Mike.
Mike.
What's up,
Oh,
Mike?
Hey, great show. Loved it.
What'd you think about the this or that?
I liked it, man. I really liked it. But I got to ask something, man.
What is
So
it?
I was over there a couple years ago, and wife and I traveled with some friends and had some pudding over there. And you guys into that pudding stuff?
Oh yeah, Clonakilty
What?
black pudding, Clonakilty all the way.
You have to love it.
I know it's an acquired taste.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
you got to know what to get, when to get the right stuff. It's Clonakilty is the best one in here.
What are we
All
talking
right,
about,
I'll
Noel?
take your
Give us
word
some
for it, because
context.
It wasn't very good for me.
What is it?
What, black pudding?
Just pudding?
Pudding, yeah, but our pudding is different to your pudding. I
A
know
lot
you have,
different.
You have
Explain.
like
Pudding's good.
rice pudding and stuff like that, whereas we have it's it's pudding. We always call it pudding. You have black pudding and you have white pudding.
What's it made of?
It's like a blood pudding, right?
Yeah. I'll bring some to after for you, and we can cook it and try it.
I'm good.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
I'll bring you a pudding cup of vanilla, chocolate,
Yeah.
lots of sugar in it. They're really good.
Yeah, that's what, I had to have it. I had to have my traditional Irish breakfast, and it didn't quite go over that well for me. But I'll try it again. I'm adventurous like that.
Well, you'll be here for a week. You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Look at Leo. He's like,
No.
no.
I'll bring my own pudding. Thanks.
Oh man.
Um,
So hey man, I'm excited about you guys being on the team and the way you're representing over there. And I gotta thank Jimmy and Magella and the Irish Racquetball Association and reaching out and communicating with me and making all this happen. I think it's great for the sport. I think our motto, stronger together, like Chris said. We gotta reach out and try different things, and we're definitely doing that. And I love what you guys are doing with juniors over there. I hope that the two of you can be active and help whenever you can help. It's so important to get the juniors involved, to get women involved. If you get women involved, guess what? Men will play. I meant men will play. Yeah, I see you smiling over there, Noel. Right? If women play, men will come out, and and it's all about the experience. It's all about camaraderie, having a good time. I see after your guys' tournaments, it looks like you guys go and throw a few down, and that's awesome. And I think we missed some of that here. Our clubs we used to have bars at, and some of them still do. But it's totally different, and we're so looking forward to coming over there and hopefully bringing some of that culture back with us. That hey, let's go have a few after a game and stuff. Let's have fun with it. The players that we're bringing are some of the best players in the world, and they're going to put on a show and they're going to play hard. So I'm really looking forward to that. Do you guys know who you're playing doubles with yet?
No,
I don't know yet. Will I be playing or not? But I just have to wait and see.
You're going to play bionic
I
leg
hope
or
so.
not?
I hope so.
Yeah.
If not, I'll be there dishing out the Guinness and whatever else is around.
There you go.
and the pudding.
Always need somebody to
And the
serve.
pudding, yeah. I'll bring some pudding for you, Leo.
Don't waste your money.
Some pudding.
Don't waste your money.
That's funny.
I'll
That's
eat
funny.
what you don't eat, Leo. It's all right.
I'll just wash it down with some good Irish whiskey.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I'll
There
bring
you
the
go.
whiskey.
Hey, Mike,
Hey,
real
so,
quick.
is there
Can
any
you?
football going on during this time?
Yeah, I was
During
about to
May?
say, yeah.
Not really. Our GAA season, which we play, is your football like soccer or football?
Yeah, soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer. Yeah, there's a good bit of soccer, mostly international now, and we have Irish friendlies coming up, and we have the Euro qualifiers now as well in the soccer. So soccer is it's very big over here at the moment. Yeah.
Well, Andres Acuna is huge in the soccer, and probably would like to get him to a match if we could do that, if time allows. That's one of the things we did that over there. We went and seen the Bohemians down in Dublin there.
Right. Yeah.
And I forget who they played, but we had a really good time, especially when you guys score a goal and stuff. It was exciting. So
Everybody slam a
looking
beer or
forward
what?
to that. What's that there?
Everybody slam a beer when they go score a
Oh
goal?
man,
or
they
what? How
just
do
go
do it?
crazy. Leo, they go crazy. They go crazy. It was a little dry there for a little bit. It was scoreless for a while, and then once it scored, and all hell broke loose. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
Hey, Mike, real quick, can you kind of tell us how you came about? Like I had mentioned earlier in the show, where now we're in Ireland. What made you look either that direction, or was it the player? Was it Racquetball Ireland?
Well, I had a guy named Chris Carey reach out to me, and he was kind of relentless. And he said, "Hey, I want to be on the team. What do I got to do? I want to be on the team." And we'll work something out. And He kept coming back, and you can't hold back passion. All
Yeah.
right. And, you show your passion, and the passion shows through, and, how could I go wrong? How could I go wrong? And then he's talking about Noel, and, Noel, I know of Noel, I follow racquetball. I know he's won a ton of championships over there. I lived in England for 3 years. I never made it over to an Irish tournament. I ended up going over to Germany a couple times, and I kind of regretted it, but man, I got a smile on my face today because I know May 11th we're going to be there, and May 13th and 14th the guys are going to be kicking some butt there. Marie Renee, it's going to be fun, and I'm honestly really excited for your juniors to see Cole.
Yeah,
Cole is a very, very good player, and he's not at that pro level yet, but he's getting there. And when your juniors get to see him at, 16, 17 years old and how good he is, and they're going to say, wow, I have something to aspire to. And that's what, we want to try to do. We want to aspire to inspire. And you guys are doing that. So I watch and see, what Majella's doing. I know that on Wednesdays, I believe she works with some kids and stuff like that. And, those things are awesome. And, that passion we hope can translate over here. If you do it in your small country, in your small areas and stuff like that, we can do it here. And I just know that we got some great things coming up. I wrote a little post about racquetball being dead. Racquetball's not dead, but what it is we have to rebrand it. We have to relook at it. We have to, we have to be passionate, much like you two are. Well, three, counting Leo sitting there. We need that passion. Not everybody's going to agree with us. Not everybody's going to think that we're doing the right thing. However, if we just keep that passion going, we can all be part of the team. Isn't that right, Chris?
Yeah, fact.
You kept that passion going, didn't you?
I certainly did, and much appreciated.
I tell everybody, you don't have to be the best player in the world. Not all of our, we got very good quality players on our juniors and our things. It's easy to get the great guys. It's harder to get the guys that are just passionate about it, because I want those guys. I want that passion. You can't teach passion.
No,
you can't teach it. And that's something that, we strive for with the people that we bring on are those people with passion, because passion can be infectious. It can bring you to the next level. Competition is good. So what else, Leo? What else we got going on, man?
Well, we're also going to have something else to do while we're in Ireland that week. Yeah. We're going to celebrate Kristen's birthday.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
May 14th is my wife's birthday. That's Sunday. And, much like your fiance, Chris, my Kristen is not a racquetball player. She knows the game though. Yeah. And she knows the game real well. She's been, following it for, my entire time. She actually took a college course when she was a freshman in college at Winona State, and how to play racquetball. And, she took the course. Her and I have, maybe been on the court together 2 or 3 times. She's a tennis player, so I go out and I hit the tennis ball with her and stuff. And she always says I cheat, but because I hit with a little bit of slice, and she doesn't like that. She wants to hit right to her. But that's okay. We enjoy being together. We've been married 34 years. Nice. And awesome. She's been through the journey with me. And when I took racquetball off and I came back and said, hey, we're going to do something, she's like, okay. And didn't realize it was going to go as big as what we've gone. But we enjoy it. We're looking forward to coming over there.
Yeah, we can't wait for you to come over.
Well, we can't wait for you to come over. Like it's going to be really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're the guys and stuff. We got our own little chat group, and they're excited and want to know if we're gonna have time to go sightseeing and all that. And we're definitely gonna make time to go see some of the sites.
Yes.
For
So-
Kristen's birthday week, Mike, is she going to be Irish beer or Irish whiskey?
I think that she'll be Irish beer probably more than anything. A little whiskey might take her over the edge.
There you go, Noel. You'll have another customer to hand off some.
No, hey, I'm going to
Guinness
tell you what, Noel is going to be playing. Okay, I got faith in him. I know that that knee's going to come around, and if he can walk today, he can run in a month. So
There you go, Noel.
I'm excited about seeing him play, and I'm looking forward to seeing who we're going to partner everybody up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fun.
I think talking with the association and Magellan and stuff. I think it's important that it's not good to have Lalo and Andreas Acuna come together and play on the same team. It'd be fun to watch them for a little bit, but breaking it up and having the best players that you guys got matched up with the players that we're bringing and stuff. I think it's going to bring a lot of excitement and a lot of opportunity, and really, really, really looking forward to that.
Is that who you've been working with, Mike, over there in Ireland? Who is that?
Magella Haverty?
That's your contact, yeah.
Yeah. And Jimmy's reached out and stuff, but Magella's been mainly it. We were at the World Games in Alabama and stuff, and I kind of half-heartedly said, hey, wouldn't it be great to have Team Dovetail come over for one of your events? And just kind of left it at that, planting the seeds. Leo and I talk about that, planting seeds once in a while. And, it must have got a little bit of water over there in Ireland because it rains so much. And, she reached out and said, what can we do? And, what one of your players can we get over there? And I said, I'd like to bring more than one player. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how many that we can bring. Mm-hmm. And, we worked out a nice deal for everybody, and it doesn't break the bank for anybody. But instead of bringing one or two players, we're bringing 5, and and who knows? Maybe there's going to be a 6th surprise there. We'll I see that head turn there, Leo.
Breaking news.
So we're working on that. I don't know if that will happen. The time constraints are pretty tight on this person.
Yeah.
But it would be nice. It would be nice, and it would be a female. So I'll let it go at that.
Uh-oh. No, you're
planting seeds.
Can we guess, no?
No, it looks like your wife is trying to push you.
Let's keep everybody in suspense on that, because I don't know if it's going to happen. If it does, it'd be great.
More the merrier.
Yeah,
more the merrier is right.
But what else? What else do we have? Any questions out there from anybody that's watching in? Or
Tony says if anyone can get Noel O'Callaghan to play, it's his wife, Burr. But,
For
no,
sure,
are you getting
Tony.
pushed out of the house?
For sure.
Yeah, she'd make me play all right. But having said that, if I didn't think that I was fit enough to play, she'd stand behind me, like she'd say, no, give it miss it or whatever. But I'm definitely going to be there anyway. But we'll see how the knee goes.
How's it feeling?
It's still a little bit stiff, but I can walk fine. I'm bearing weight on it, okay. So you just have to wait and see.
You're working every day?
No, I'm still out of work. 1 more week.
Okay. All right. You're going to be back.
And then back in making loads of 4x2s and everything.
Yeah. You sent me that video of where you work and stuff like that, and I thought that was very interesting and stuff. For you,
yeah, that's where I work.
For you guys that don't know, he makes 2x4s. He puts it through the machines and stuff, watches it, and woodworking being what I do and stuff. It's always interesting seeing how other people are making a living out of turning a tree into wood that's a usable substrate that we need. So,
Mike, I noticed everyone's got their Ireland shirts on. Well,
yeah,
Chris got a package. I don't even have that shirt yet. What can you
I
tell
have the
everybody
one
about
here.
the
In
shirt?
black as well. The black is
There
really
you go.
cool.
You got the black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can go
Fantastic.
get them and what was the inspiration behind it.
You know, anybody that knows me knows I like to design and stuff, and I can sit down at the computer and I can just go for hours doing it. You know, if you go to our website at teamdovetail.com, we got some different t-shirts on there and stuff. I probably have 400 or 500 designs. We probably only have 4 or 5, maybe 6 on there, but we are going to we're going to get more loaded up and do that. But you know, I've kind of liked the skulls over the last 4 or 5 months, designing around them and everything. Either you like them or you don't. It's just one of those things I just been playing with. When you get you know, when you're in that mode to design things, you got to look at different avenues. So I got Rocky on the phone right now. Hold on one second. Let's see what he's got to say. Hey,
hold it up to the speaker, to the mic.
What up, dude?
Hey, I'm live right now talking to the guys over there in Ireland.
Tell them to say hi.
Say hi if you can hear us.
Hey, what up, everybody?
Hey,
Hey, Rocky.
I'm jealous I'm not going to be out there with you guys, man. Wish I was.
There's still time.
I wish it was that easy, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, Rock, let us finish
We'll
up.
have a beer for you. Don't worry.
Let us finish up. I'll catch up with you.
You got it.
All right, buddy. All righty.
So I guess that wasn't the surprise guest that's coming.
No, he's not female either.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. You said female. Okay.
So, but no, you know, back to the t-shirts and stuff. You go to our website, check it out. We're trying to keep it current. It's like anything, you know, we have our regular jobs, you know, we still got to work for a living. But Cindy, who helps me here at the shop and everything, and my partner in the cabinet business, you know, she does the best job that she can to try to get the stuff uploaded and everything. But we got so much else going on. It's tough. So I can't be on her too much about getting that stuff uploaded.
Show us one more time, Noel. You got the one on the screen.
Yep, there it is.
Rocking in style.
40th Irish Open. I love it.
Yeah.
Mike's got the other one on. And then I like the crest. That's kind of one of my faves.
Yeah, I've done the crest for all the guys on the team, whatever country they're from and stuff. And, you know, that's the biggest part is that we do try to do international things. I don't, you know, what's good for racquetball is good for racquetball. Obviously, you know, being American, I want us to do well and all that. But racquetball is racquetball. And whether you're playing in Ireland or Costa Rica or Guatemala, where a lot of the team members are today, you know, we got to grow the sport. We got to find the passion. We got to get, I hate to say it, we talked about earlier, we got to get women involved. If we can get families involved, you know, starting with women, men will follow, kids will follow.
Yeah, for sure.
Then we'll be back in good shape. I'm not saying that we're going to be pickleball strong right now, but let's get back to the growth again. Let's get back to not losing courts and maybe, you know, 10 years getting courts built again. It's a possibility. It's a great game. We just got to get people back on it.
I agree.
100%.
Yep.
Well, guys,
Hey, I love the posters in the background.
what is
The
that?
40th
Tell us about that.
Open. I love those posters. Those are
Both you
awesome.
guys.
Are they out at your clubs and stuff like that? Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just trying to get as much publicity for it as we can.
Yeah.
Keep the buzz going.
Yeah. How many people would you suspect that we'll have?
Participants or people there?
Well, a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Participants, I'd say you could be talking. Would you be talking 100, Chris?
Yeah, I was going to say in and around that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
90 to 100.
Okay.
And
But then spectators, I know a lot of people who are just going just to see these guys, you know, for the weekend.
Yeah.
That that don't play racquetball
Right.
or used to play racquetball, but, you know.
You know
Bring 'em
what,
out of
though?
retirement.
So
I love the fact that we got spectators coming.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of our tournaments here and stuff, our spectators are the guys just playing in the tournament.
yeah,
So, you know, if we get a lot of spectators, then those guys might get the itch and say, hey, I want to get back on the court. And that's, you know, another way of growing it is getting the spectators. So I love hearing that. You know, we have tournaments here and I think, man, if we could get 10 spectators, that might be okay. And right, Leo?
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. That's great to
You
hear.
know, 330 million people live in this country, in America, and we get 10 spectators.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I know there's actually one or two people here, group of family here from where I live, and they're going away and they're taking the camper van for the weekend and the whole lot.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, make a good week.
You know, making a weekend out of it.
That'll be awesome. I know that we're going to have fun. I know that the players coming over will be very accessible. They understand the responsibility of what we're doing over there, and yeah, they want to win. They want to go there and they want to compete, but they also know that, you know, we gotta promote the sport. And I got to say it again, I'm excited about the doubles. See who's going to play with who. I want to know who's partnering up with me, because you got a surprise in me. I don't know what that surprise is, but this is something.
I'll play with you, Mike.
All right, there you go.
What are you going to do, Noel? Just stand in the back left corner
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
or right
Hey,
corner?
Noel, I'm a dinker, man. I am a dinker. It's going to go in that left front corner,
Maybe,
and people are just going to
maybe
be
we
running.
could put you with Joe Devaney.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else, man? I always say that. What else? What
I
else? Because
think
there's
that's
so much
all.
going on.
I think that's all we got for now. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, the trip to Ireland, you know, coming up in May. You know, Mike mentioned, we're going to be not only playing but just supporting, giving back. So please, if you guys are not watching this live, but if you go back and watch it, and if you're in Ireland, tell everyone we're coming. We're coming to have fun. We're coming to promote the game. We're going to be documenting this whole thing. You know, we may make a mini movie out of it. We want you to be in it. We want everyone just to enjoy our presence. And you're going to love our pros. You really are. If you've never been around a professional athlete before, this is your opportunity. Not only the best in the world, but one of the best up and coming juniors in the U.S. Cole Sendry. You're going to be blown away by this kid, the way his manner, his politeness, his humbleness. His parents did an amazing job with him. So you guys are going to love Cole.
Yeah, he's already a professional in the way that he conducts himself, and very, very proud of him and stuff. Quick story about Cole for you guys. I met Cole several years ago back in Atlanta. Cole's, 14, 15 years old, and he's playing, and I said, hey man, really enjoyed your match. And he goes, oh, you watched me? I was like, yeah. And he goes, oh, thank you. And I said, just remember, you never know who's watching. And he didn't know who I was. He didn't, not that I'm anybody, but he didn't know, really about Team Dovetail and stuff like that. And a couple of years later, I approached him and talked to him about being on the team and how I'd really, really like that. And I said, do you remember our first conversation? And man, he did. And he verbatim, he told me what I said. And I was like, this is it. This is a done deal. I'm going to help this kid as much as I can help him. And like Leo said, he's got great parents and stuff, and they're doing a great job with him. And, so we support by advertising and, helping him a little bit at tournament here and there and stuff. But great family. And one thing that we constantly go back to with racquetball, family. And that's we all are family in this. We have differences, and we may not like certain personalities and stuff, and people may not like some of the stuff I do, but we're family at the end of the day. And that's important to me. That's really important to me. So, Coyle. Yeah. So I don't know why he came down to our tournament in Sarasota, the Dovetail Open. And I just kept saying Coyle instead of Cole. And I almost did it again. So in our chat group, he's Coil.
Yeah. So if you hear us call him Coil, sometimes I've made social media posts and thrown in the Coil. It's not a typo. That's his nickname.
Yeah.
Magella, Racquetball Ireland. Everyone's in here, Mike, saying hello.
Yeah.
Very cool to see.
It's awesome, man. I'm excited. It keeps going in my mind like, man, we're just about a month away.
Yeah, and, not long now.
Working on some new gear that we're going to bring over and stuff, and you guys will get that. We'll bring it over, and we'll look like a team, and it'll be.
But you know what the worst thing is going to be is when you get over here, the time is going to just fly.
Oh, I know it. I know it. But you know what? It's a great experience, and these guys are loving it. Lalo and Andreas are actually going over to the Asian Open this month.
Oh, nice.
And they're going to be participating in Korea. And then they'll get back. They'll have a couple weeks off or whatever, and then they'll be on a plane to come see you guys. So it's pretty exciting. There are a lot of exciting things going on in racquetball, but we just have to get back to that grassroots. And when I say dead, our grassroots, we have to keep watering it. We got to keep it growing. So,
hey Noel, any tips for me on my 8-hour flight?
I don't. Do you like sleep?
I love sleep.
Whiskey.
Have a few whiskeys, and then before you know it, you'll be in Dublin.
Thank you. And you'll be waiting on me with the.
I'll be waiting for you with a pint of Guinness.
Thank you.
Hey, we may need some transportation. We'll have a vehicle and stuff, but not necessarily everybody wants to do everything that everybody else is doing. So be prepared, Chris and Noel, that you might have a straggler wanting to hang out with you.
I'll
get a bike.
Don't worry.
I'll get a bike. Anybody got a bike I can use? I'm a biker.
There you go. You're a biker.
Jimmy has a bike.
Okay.
Oh.
There you go.
Biking it up.
Bike in Ireland. There you go. Check it off the bucket list.
Yep.
So,
well, guys, Mike, any last words before we say goodbye?
Nah, hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate all that you're doing over there, and the support that you also give Team Dovetail. It's a two-way street. We all have to work together at this, and it's not about me. It's about what you guys are doing, what the other teammates are doing. I'm just happy to be a part of it. I never realized it would snowball into this, but hopefully the next month or so, outside of the trip to Ireland, we have some more exciting news. Maybe a big time sponsor that may be coming on board. We're working on that. Mm-hmm. And if we can do that, then if we can do it once, we can do it twice and 3 times, and then those are the ways that we can grow the sport. So, good luck to you guys. If you ever need anything, reach out. Thanks, Leo, for putting this on. Really do appreciate it. I'm glad that I can just let you go and, you do your thing. Like, for example, I didn't even know it started yet. I thought it started at 1:00. I told everybody 1:00, Eastern Florida time. And I was like, it starts at 1. I'll give Leo a quick call, make sure he's good to go. And he's like, I'm on the show already. Oh, shoot.
I got the time zones mixed up, so my apologies.
Yeah. So, all right,
Mike, thanks for hopping in.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys. And
Mike, thank you for everything.
Great show, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome, man.
Gentlemen.
All right, take care.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Mike,
peace and love.
Thanking everybody.
Bye.
Chris, any parting words, anything you'd like to say before we say goodbye?
No, it's the same. I'd just like to thank you for putting this on and the effort that you've gone through over the last couple of weeks, getting it ready. And it's been great fun, and it's Team Dovetail stronger together.
Don't thank me, thank Noel, man. Without Noel, we would just be looking at a blank screen.
Yeah.
Oh no, man. Noel, any last words?
No. As Chris said, look, I'd just like to thank you and thank Team Dovetail for doing this live stream. Like, and I hope I don't know, because I don't know how many people were online or through Facebook watching it or whatever. You don't know, Leo, how many were watching it, or?
It fluctuates, but the good thing is whoever missed it will get to go back and watch it. So
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, as Chris said, just like to thank Mike there for all his help as well, you know. And then as you said, like whatever we can do for racquetball, you know, we'll do our best, and you know that's all we can do, really.
Yeah. I agree. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to this. I'm glad we got to, you know, talk a little racquetball, you know about you guys, had a little fun. I can't wait. I've never been out of the country. This will be the first time in my life that I will leave the United States and travel. And man, I can't think of a better first time trip for me. My passport is empty. There are no stamps in it. And I can't wait that, you know, it's going to be in your country. I'm ready. Thank you, Mike Kinkin, for inviting me. You know, this was really about the players. But I'm going to be there. I'm going to be documenting, you know, walking around with GoPros and phones. And we're going to even do like even some daily blogs that we'll push out like the next day. So we want to blow it up. But Noel, you know, I've known you the longest, and I can't wait to see you, my friend. Every time we get together, we always toast one up. And now I get to do it with Chris. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys.
Cool. Same.
Yeah, really looking forward to it as well. As you said, like the last time we had a pint together was at the US Open 2018. So we need to have some
I'm
more.
going to do it again. I'm going to bring your banner. I got you that
Oh,
banner
cool,
that
yeah.
1 year. I think
Yeah.
one of the years that Kane had last played or whatever, and I grabbed that banner for you. So I'll shove that in my suitcase, and I
Cool.
still have it. I never forgot about you, my friend. I know it's been a couple years, but I hung on to that thing just for you. Hey, what'd you guys think about the shirt?
Boss. Absolute boss.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Last minute, shout out to my brother. He's like, oh, man, you got to wear an Ireland racquetball shirt. I'm like, oh, thanks for the last minute idea, man. So,
Nice class.
and I love that one too, Chris. That's one of my favorites, the Stronger Together, man. I have that one.
Yeah,
Love
it's
that.
cool, and it's so nice fabric. It's brilliant to be playing.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Oh, before we go,
Thank
I
you.
got to bring this comment in from the legend himself, Sudsy Monchik. Noel, Team Ireland, let's go, lads. Well done, gents. Wow.
Fair play, Sudsy.
Thanks, Thursday.
All right, guys. Noel, Chris,
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys soon.
Thanks for
Have a great
everything.
evening.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in once again. Another edition of Team Dovetail Live. Don't forget to go to our website. Check out the shirts. You saw them. Noel had one. Go to teamdovetail.com. The Ireland collection, the 40th Irish Open skull design. Go check it out. And you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you soon.